night, what a night, what a night. Monday Night Raw. It was good. It was pretty good. Seth Rollins has a plan in his back pocket. Roxanne and Julia no longer a team. CM Punk and Sami Zayn, can they coexist? I be the main event. Welcome to the main event. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And this is your Monday Night Raw review. CM Punk kicks the show off. Talk a little shit. Paul Heyman pulls up. Seth Rollins right behind him with Braun Breaker. Then he's seeing Braun Breaker down to attack CM Punk. They beat down CM Punk. Sami Zayn shows up to help. They beat down Sami Zayn. Jey Uso shows up to help. They beat down Jey Uso. So these guys are showing dominance just with those two. Beating down three guys. Then Sami Zayn and CM Punk had to come back through and pull up with the chairs. Now, if you look at the stand, the way they were standing in the ring together, all three guys, Sami Zayn was standing in Seth Rollins' position. CM Punk was standing in Roman Reigns' position. Jey Uso was standing in Dean Ambrose' position the night that Seth Rollins turned on Roman Reigns. Indicated Sami Zayn heel turn. Not yet. It's slow burning. It's slow burning. We're going to get to that, though. First matchup for the night. Penta versus Chad Gable was a good match. It was a good match. The crowd was pretty dead Monday night. It was pretty dead this week, but we had some good matches. Penta puts down Chad Gable. Julia and Roxanne, I don't know why they broke this team up. They had a beautiful and a lovely video promo saying that they're the new women coming to take over the main roster. But Roxanne was also seen in the back talking to Finn Balor again. So maybe they're going a different direction with Roxanne. And they're going to send Julia on her own. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they still be a team. We'll see. Judgment Day get a segment. And they just were talking, chopping it up. Really, Finn and Dirty Dawn. Dirty Dawn was just wondering why Finn was hesitating to help him with Penta. And he says, you gonna take care of AJ, right? And Finn Balor was like, yeah, he gonna take care of AJ and all that good shit. Whatever. Sami Zayn and CM Punk were talking backstage and they was wondering, can they coexist? Can they coexist? Neither guy trusts each other, but they got to do what they need to be done for the greater good. And they'll team up versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker at Saturday Night Main Event, which we'll talk about that down the line. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and got notifications on. Then we get the War Raiders versus the Creed Brothers, which was a good match. It was a good match. I liked the match. New Day interfered, which caused them to be in a triple threat with War Raiders and the Creed Brothers, which is a good time right now for Raw to showcase their tag team. Let's do it. Let's copy and paste SmackDown. Let's do it. But the Creed Brothers defeated War Raiders. Seth Rollins had a meeting backstage. Braun Breaker is upset. He told Braun Breaker that he already got a plan in it. They think they got the upper hand. But really I do, as Seth Rollins told Braun Breaker. And then told Braun Breaker to have some fun before the night over. Jey Uso comes out doing his statement. Yeet, 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 yeet. It was too long. Then he had to run it back. It was too long. You know what I'm saying? But Jey Uso talked the trash. Then Gunther comes out and repeats the same shit. The same story. I don't think you worthy. You're not a worthy champion. You don't need that title. It's the same story with Jey Uso. The only person that put Jey Uso over was Seth Rollins. And I like the way Seth Rollins did that. I like Seth Rollins, when he faced Jey Uso last week, he was like, he's the champion for a reason. He put over Jey Uso, but here comes Gunther with the same bullshit. So, he challenged Jey Uso or Logan Paul to the after Saturday Night Main Event. So the winner of Jey Uso versus Logan Paul will face Gunther. Now, Kaiser was getting interviewed backstage. Didn't even get a chance to talk before the interviewer, who that was, I forgot her name. Anyway, some metal pipes fell. They look over. Jey Uso was down on the ground. Braun Breaker standing over him. He walks off. CM Punk and Sami Zayn checks on him. Then we get Finn Balor versus AJ Styles, and we already know this match was good. You know, they put up a good match. Not as good as they could have made it, but it was good enough. And Judgment Day tried to interfere, no Dirty Dom. They failed to help Finn Balor with AJ Styles, but it took Penta to come out and help AJ defeat Finn Balor. So Penta is stuck in the Judgment Day vortex. People always get stuck in the Judgment Day vortex. Not only that, but Penta is also feuded with El Grande Americano, and Chad Gable. Becky Lynch comes out. She addressed the fans about the Becky Hogan situation, and that I told y'all that. I said Becky Lynch will not win the match because of the shit they saying on the internet. She gonna put Lara over, and Lara's gonna win. But let's talk about it. Charlotte Flair lost her match, but she put over Tiffany Stratton, but beat her down pretty good. Not, bruised her forehead, chipped her tooth. Becky Lynch put over Lara, damaged her arm, and broke her nose. They putting people over, but they also hurting people. They hurt people. They hurt people. They should call them the hurt business. All right, but Becky had her statement, and she said, "Oh man, what you think I am?" She hit her with the goddamn Eminem. Rusev got a video package, and then Tozawa wants a match with Rusev. Sheamus pulls up, congratulates Tozawa for standing up for himself, and he wants a match with Grayson Waller. So we'll get that match next week. Then we get the final match of the night, the main event. Julia and Roxanne versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Finally, Rhea Ripley is doing some work on the regular card. She ain't just doing pay-per-views, but she's doing regular shows. So finally, Rhea Ripley is putting up shows. I'm glad of that. But at the same time, Rhea Ripley is also going back after the title. So I don't know, man. She need to start at ground one and work her way back up like Charlotte Flair? Because now it's about to be Rhea Hogan. Y'all talking about Becky Hogan. What about Rhea Hogan? Anyway, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeats Julia and Roxanne in a good match. And later on, they post a video on WWE on YouTube. They post a video on their channel. And Roxanne was like, "What we gonna do? What we gonna do? What's the plan?" And Julia said, "There is no we." So I'm pretty sure that team is broken up, and we'll see which direction they go in. So Roxanne is stuck figuring out what she's gonna do, where she's gonna go. So it looks like she might team up with Finn Balor, and they might start their own faction. This what they're looking like, or either Finn Balor try to use Roxanne to get in the mind of Dirty Dom like he did Liv Morgan and Rhea. Probably repeat that story, and Dirty Dom selects Roxanne and get rid of Liv Morgan, maybe to keep him as a heel, or they may pivot and get rid of Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan and have them as a face. But things are looking interesting though. It's looking interesting even though we have a lot of complaints. I see a lot of people complaining, but I'm digging. I'm digging what's going on right now. I like what's going on, and I'm looking forward to see how the end is gonna be and how it's gonna be in the mid of the stories. But it got me interested because of storytelling. Anyway, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'll be the main event, and I'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace.